Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to another English class here on verbling.com. In this hour, we're going to be doing a speaking class. So if you want to join us, you can join using your reservation if you have one, or just wait until you see the join class button, and then you can join us if you want to practice speaking English. Today it's going to be kind of a show and tell where you guys are going to tell us about stuff. You can tell us anything you want, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more once we get settled here and see who joins us. I just finished the last hour. We were talking about a new toilet that they've designed and they're using in India, which is helping improve the sanitation there. So that's a cool thing we read about. But in this hour, we're going to be doing something completely different. So that's pretty cool. Here on Verbling, every hour, new things are happening. So 1 hour you're speaking, 1 hour you're reading, the next hour you might be writing, playing a game, something like that. So for this hour, you guys are going to be doing more of the talking. Okay, well, let me just say hi to people. Hi, Alex.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Good. Awesome. All right. And Bilge. How are you, Bilge? Am I saying that right? Bilge? 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 Bilge?
I'm doing okay. Yes, that's right.
I don't hear you very loudly. It's kind of soft. Bilge? Maybe speak up a little louder or get closer to a microphone or something. I don't know. Bilge, where are you from?
Okay, I'm from Turkey.
Oh, from Turkey. Okay. What part of Turkey?
European side.
Oh, European side. Okay. Okay, wonderful. And Juanma, you're back. Welcome back.
Yes,
All
you're a good
right.
teacher.
Thank you.
I enjoyed the class before, the speaking
Yeah, it was
class.
interesting. Yeah, that was interesting. Cool.
We were talking
All right.
about toilets.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. I imagine you have a regular international style toilet in your house. Is that true, Juanma?
Yeah, yeah.
Me too. In fact, I have an American Standard. That was the company we were talking about. Is American Standard toilets, and that's the type of toilet I have in my house. Not the one
Oh.
we, not the one we were looking at, but one made by that company.
I
Yeah.
have to say that
So
when I was young in the school,
yeah.
there were traditional toilets
Uh-huh. In the school.
in the school. Yeah,
Oh wow. Okay.
about 15 years ago.
Uh-huh. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that's not too long ago. I'm going to show you. I have this kind of toilet just because we just finished up that last hour there. Oh, Hamid says he can't participate. Okay, Hamid, we'll see you next time. Sorry about that. But the toilet we were reading about costs $1.85, so $1.85. And a new toilet here in the United States that is typical of what you use is $216. So quite a bit difference, but that's the type of toilet that is the most popular here in the United States. It looks something like that, and that's the company that is making the other toilet, the cheap toilet, in India. So different places have different toilet. It's something that you don't necessarily think about that much until you travel. Then when you travel to different countries, you see different people have different types of bathrooms, different types of toilets, flushing systems, that type of thing. So it's interesting, depending on the economy and the history and the culture and everything. So interesting. Okay. All right. So people are kind of coming and going out of here. So maybe some people's connection is slowing down. If your connection slows down and you drop out and you didn't want to drop out, just try refreshing your page. That's usually the best thing you can do. If you're having a lot of problems, the next thing you can try is actually restarting your computer. Sometimes that helps if your microphone isn't working or your connection is bad. If you restart your computer and then go to Burbling again, that sometimes helps resolve or fix the issues. So, yeah. Okay, guys, so let's see. Who else is here? Okay, Juanma and Norris. Norris Maria. Hi, Norris. Or
Hi, Beth. It's not Norris, it's Harold.
it's Harold?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why the name is Norris, but well, here is Harold.
Okay, that's interesting. So, yeah, are you using somebody else's
Yeah. I think that I am using his Google Plus.
yeah, you're using somebody else's Google Plus. Okay, so you can get your own Google Plus or use that one, but yeah, you'll have to tell us what your name is. Do you spell it like that? This is how we spell Harold
Yeah.
in English.
That's okay.
Like that? Okay. All right. Okay, and Claudio joined us. Hi, Claudio.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm
Melissa?
doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Okay, I'm doing fine. Hamid's having some trouble with his computer, can't join us, so maybe some other people are having trouble as well. Hi, Ken.
Yes, hello. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Welcome. And Andrew, you're coming back. Good.
Amor. Oh, sorry.
I'll just mute you. Okay, so let me explain what we're going to do in this class so we can get started here and everybody knows what is going to happen in this hour. So this is one type of speaking class that I like to do sometimes, and that is I like to do what we call it show and tell. And I explained that this is what kids do here when you're younger and you go to school. Sometimes they do it on Fridays for fun. It's a time where kids get up in front of the class and they give a little speech. For example, they say what is something that they did they're going to do over the weekend, or they show a picture of their new pet, or they do something, and it's practice for speaking in public, so public speaking. And so for you guys, it's practice in English speaking. And so the idea is that each person is going to get a turn, or maybe 2 turns if we have time, but usually 1 turn at least. And you're going to give a little presentation, a short presentation about something that is interesting to you or that you want to share with other people. So I'll give you some ideas. Like, you could tell us about a movie that you saw this week, and you could tell us what it was about and if you liked it or not. You could talk about a book. You could talk about something that you really like about your country, maybe your culture, some food that you really like. You could tell a story about something that happened to you when you were younger that was interesting. You could talk about your travels. Maybe you recently did some travels or sometime in the past. You could talk about your plans for the future. You could talk about your work. So it's really very broad and open, and I'm giving you guys time to think about it and just share. If you want, you can also share pictures. So if you have like pictures, sometimes people share their favorite food, or maybe they share what their house looks like or what their town looks like. Or if you went on a trip, you can share a few pictures and tell us what you did on your trip, that type of thing. So it's really up to you. And to get you to practice a little more, I might ask you some questions. Or if you have a question, you can ask that person some questions. So it's just a time where everybody's going to have a turn to speak and share. And then you can also ask people questions if you want. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to go with Ken first, since Ken, you're over here on my left side.
Okay.
over here for you, probably.
Did
And so,
did
Ken,
you?
I know you've done
Yeah.
this before, so
Oh, really? I
I
don't
think you
remember.
have. I think you've shared before. Yes.
What did I share at that time?
I don't remember. This
Okay.
is Hamid tells me this is my 999th class. So you can imagine that's a lot of classes to remember. But I think you've shared about going to the Paul McCartney concert, and I think you shared one time you shared about some places in Japan. I can't remember where there were beautiful like cherry trees and stuff, and we talked about a little bit
Ah,
that
maybe about my town or something,
maybe it
probably.
was in your
Oh,
town.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
And did I tell you how I take this picture?
no, I don't.
My icon picture.
I think I remember something a little bit, but go ahead. You can tell me again because I don't
Okay.
remember that well,
Okay,
and
maybe
nobody else
for
probably
time.
knows.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I don't have material now. So yeah, the yeah. The reason why I'm using this low quality picture of Paul McCartney because I took
Paul McCartney.
this picture last November
Yeah.
when he came to perform the concert.
Mhm.
And before the concert, actually 20 years ago, I met Paul McCartney in the same venue, in a small wrestling venue.
Oh,
Every time
okay.
he came to town, he went to see the small wrestling. So, and this time I met Paul McCartney 20 years ago and shook hand with him. So
Wow.
this time I didn't intend to chase him actually, but I saw the concert, another concert before the Paul McCartney concert day. Uh, that was just right behind that small wrestling venue.
Mm.
So I decided to wait him again.
Oh, the same
Yeah,
thing, the same plan.
same plan. Yeah. Because,
Okay.
this time, 20 years ago, it was secret visit, so not, but everybody noticed him, so everybody kind of, how can I say, excited about him, so I couldn't approach him,
Yeah.
so but I wanted to take his picture, so I chased his car a bit, and his car stopped because of a traffic jam.
Yeah, and
And I think,
you were running behind his
yeah,
car.
and at that time, I and one woman,
Uh-huh.
only two of us on the street. So
Oh,
he
good.
opened his car window and to say hi to me and that woman. So I could shake his hand and take his picture.
Yeah.
But this time, the one newspaper reported he is gonna go to the small wrestling to watch.
Mhm.
So a lot of fans are around the kind of that venue. So
Mm.
I almost abandoned, to
Yeah.
take his picture, but the kind of neighbors around are living just beside that venue. The, the I talked with them a bit, and
Yeah.
they said they know a spot when the celebrity car stops because of the traffic signal. So
Mm.
we went to that spot, and the car came, and he opened his car window. He, so I think
Nice.
he's trying to be friendly for his fans as much as he can.
That's
So I
nice.
could take his picture,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah.
and to draw Paul's attention to me, I said, "Thank you. I took your picture," and
Uh-huh.
maybe he noticed to me, probably. Yeah,
Did
that's
you
my.
take it with your phone or did you have a camera?
My mobile phone. That's why
Oh.
picture quality like this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's so funny. Like, isn't it funny how we like these people so much? We want to take their pictures and stuff, and they're just people, but it's we feel like we know them. They don't know us at all.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time I was in Paris a long time ago when I was pretty young, like teenager, and I saw a bus, and I saw a bunch of people kind of waiting outside of a hotel room or a hotel, and a bus, and people were kind of going to the bus, and I saw an actor who was famous at that time. He's not so famous now, but Rob Lowe. He came out of the hotel and got onto the bus, and then we saw Michael Jackson, and he was waving from the hotel room, and then he came down and got on the bus. But I didn't have a phone or a camera or anything like that at that time, so I didn't really get a... Well, actually, I did. I had a camera. I didn't get a very good picture. You have a better picture, because you can see Paul's face right there, so that's good. Michael Jackson's face, I think I didn't see. He was hiding, you know, so... But that was kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Famous people. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's exciting. You didn't give up, so you got a picture.
Maybe because of that, I'm a huge fan of Beatles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe for another celeb, maybe I didn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, for another person, you wouldn't be willing to work so hard to get the picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
All right. Alex, what would you like to share with us?
I'm not sure. Maybe I can speak about a sport that I practiced.
Okay.
Sorry. Can I ask?
Yeah, Victor?
I want to ask Lisa.
Okay.
Lisa, you said that it will be questions after story. I want to ask Aka.
Okay, yeah, you want to ask Ken a story? Sure. Question, sorry. Yeah, ask him a question, sure.
Aka,
Yes.
is it difficult to meet some celebrity, some famous person in your country? Because let me complete. In my country, it was time when the group of Metallica.
Metallica. Okay.
Yes. I don't know in which city. Maybe it was in Russia, but it was usual restaurant, and you can take photo with that celebrity. Is it difficult? But in my city, it's usual situation to meet our local celebrity, but not so high. And is it difficult to meet and take photo with some famous person in your country?
My country, I think it's up to the artist's character. In Paul's case, he's very friendly. He's always open his car window for fans, if it is possible. But some other celebrity, maybe they are fed up with chasing their fans. So, yeah, many of them, hide inside a car, or it's difficult to take photo in general. The celebrities.
Celebrities, yeah.
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 Okay.
I imagine, especially in Japan, especially if a famous person is in Tokyo, there's so many people. It could be overwhelming sometimes for them. If they're really famous and if a lot of people want to see them. But yeah, the other day I was in Seattle, and I was there on a Friday, and that night Lady Gaga was going to be having a concert, and I saw many people standing outside kind of the place where she was going to drive in, the back to the venue. There were people waiting there. They were all dressed up, and they were hoping to be able to see her in the car. I don't know if her car would stop, like she's probably going to be in a limo or something. I don't know if the car will stop and she'll say hi to them. Sometimes people do that, but not always. So I don't know if they got to see her or not. Yeah.
Lisa,
Yeah.
I have a short question.
Yeah.
You have used the word overwhelming.
Yeah, overwhelmed. Yeah.
That phrase that you say. In this context, the word overwhelming means like under pressure.
Yeah, maybe, or just like it's too much. Like if you feel overwhelmed by all the people, you just feel, like too much pressure, too much too much noise, too many people. You just need like privacy. You need quiet or not so much. You know what I mean? So if you feel overwhelmed in that situation, it's because there's too much of whatever, noise, people, cameras, things going on, people talking to you. Yeah. People yelling at you, you know. Hey.
Could I think about pressure when I hear this word all the time?
Too much pressure. Yeah, it's not so much like pressure though. It's like if I feel overwhelmed, then my face is like I feel tired. I feel like I need space, you know. So I just get like there's too much going on. So that's the over part. Like it's overcoming me, and I just want to like hide like that. So it's pressure is one part of it, but pressure could also mean like you feel a lot of pressure and you get nervous and tense, but overwhelming is more like you want to stop things. You want to like have less noise, less people. You know, Paul, he didn't feel overwhelmed, so he felt comfortable and he felt open to rolling down his window and showing his face so that his fans could see him and take a picture. But if Paul felt overwhelmed, he might feel really tired and exhausted and not want to see anybody, so he would, you know, make sure that his window was closed and he wouldn't look at anybody. He just wants to go to the hotel room and relax or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. But could I use this word to describe that situation? Like, and my last job makes me overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if there was too much to do and your boss was always telling you, you know, do this and do that, and your coworkers, maybe they didn't do their part, and all, you know, there was just too much. It could be too much pressure, but it could be too much of other things as well that make you feel overwhelmed. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah. Victor?
The main word is over. Yes.
Yeah, it kind of gives you the idea of over, like too much. It's over the top, you know? Yeah.
It's like a stress.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I feel stressed. I feel overwhelmed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, too much going on. I need to stop, you know? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alex, you had a little bit more time to think there.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to speak about a sport that I practiced when I was younger. And yes, I want to talk about this sport because I think it's not very known as a sport.
Mm-hmm.
So this sport is rollerblading,
Mm-hmm.
but the kind of rollerblading that I did,
Mm-hmm.
it consisted of not only rollerblade along a flat ground or something like that.
Yeah, flat surface.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And this kind of sport is called aggressive rollerblading, or
like
some
racing
people,
or something? Or
yeah, it's very similar to skate.
okay.
Skate, but instead of the skateboard, you use rollerblades.
Wow. So you
Yeah.
do like tricks and stuff, or?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
So in this kind of sport, you have you can do a lot of things. You can jump, you can slide on ledges, on handrails. You can do a lot of things, and the people who practice this sport call these movements. Each of these movements is called a trick, and each trick has his own name.
Right.
Some names are very weird.
Mm-hmm.
For example, there is a trick movement called fish brain.
A fish brain? Yeah.
Yes, yes. And I
Is it that one?
yes,
Oh
yes.
man, that looks.
With one foot. One
Yeah.
foot.
Wow. That looks hard.
Yes, yes. It's hard to do,
Mhm.
and is the thing is that you need to you need to control your skates,
Yeah.
every part of the rollerblade, the
Mhm.
skate,
Mhm.
because you can slide with each part of the rollerblade.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So depending on the parts of the skate you use to slide,
Yeah.
you do a trick or another, or so there are a range of tricks that goes from the less difficult to more difficult,
Right. Yeah.
and
Wow. Cool.
yes, and I liked a lot this sport. It was my life because when you practice this sport,
Yeah.
it is not only a sport. It becomes like it becomes a lifestyle. So
Sure.
it's very interesting because you know a lot of people, you travel, and
Were you professional?
very nice. I didn't become a professional because when I 10 years ago when I practiced this
Yeah.
sport, it wasn't very developed. Uh,
Okay.
yes, and well, nowadays it's not. It's still. It isn't still very developed. So
Ah.
there are in United States is
Yeah.
there is more money involved in this sport, but
Ah.
not too much.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, this picture that I was looking at, it says it's the skating is the kick-ass sport that leaves all other sports in the ditch. So that person loves this sport.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. I've never seen people do so many tricks like that with the rollerblades. Just a little bit, but I didn't realize it was so popular that they even had special skates and everything, rollerblades to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's very young this sport, so it's continuously evolving. Evolving,
Evolving and grow.
evolving
Yeah.
every 5 years, every 6 years,
Yeah.
it evolves. So there are new tricks, and there are mm, people come up with new styles and new ways to see the sport. So
Mhm.
it's interesting.
So, were you doing this at a skateboard park, like in Valencia or somewhere, or
Yes,
just?
I used to do this in the streets because
Oh, in the street. Okay.
yeah, in the streets, but I like to do it at the skate park at the skate parks as well.
Yeah.
But I prefer to do it in the streets.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes, because I felt more free
Mm.
to choose what I want to skate, which place I want to go,
Yeah.
which handrail, which stairs I want to jump, and all this. In the skate park is fun as well, but you are always in the same place.
Yeah, you're limited to the
Yes.
the features that are there.
Yeah.
Does anybody?
Yes.
You have
I
a
want
question,
to ask
Victor?
yes.
Okay.
Is it does it need to be in good shape, in good physical shape? Because sorry, let me explain. Because for me, that sport doesn't available. It's not available because
Not available. Yeah.
available because I'm too weight, I think.
Too heavy?
I don't, too heavy.
Me too.
I also have some possibility to see that sport, to look at sport.
Yeah.
We have also a couple of park when the young guys practice or practice that sport. And it's that guys in very good shape. And does it need I mean the sport a lot of practice?
I bet, yeah.
And should you be in good shape for that?
Well, you when you start this sport, you can be in a normal shape, but if you continue practicing it, you became more fit, and yeah, it's yes, I have known many people that at the beginning they were a bit fat, and they started to rollerblade, and maybe in 1 year or 2 years, they were in a excellent shape, and
Wow, cool.
they have reached a very high level.
Yeah.
So nowadays, one of the most one of the best skaters in the world.
Yeah.
He was fat when he started to skate, but
Really?
he was kind of he had a kind of constitution.
Yeah.
It's strange, but we all know some people with this constitution, or we have known some people. It's this constitution in which you are a big fat, but you have agility.
Yeah.
Understand. As I mean to, you are right. The constitution is the main goal because I am in normal physical shape, but I think for that sport I'm a little bit higher than normal.
Well, I think when you get to be able to do this, but when you first start off, you're not going to do that anyways. So
No.
it takes time.
You need a lot of practice and more
because
years.
For that sport, it's normal to fail.
Oh,
Yes, it's
to
normal.
fall, yeah.
To fall.
It's easy to fall.
Yeah.
Once I fall from bicycle, and it's my second time, and I broke it bones.
Oh no, terrible.
And it was only one failing.
Yeah,
it's not big failing, but once and broke.
Yeah, one fall. Yeah, that can happen. Okay, I want to move on to make sure everybody has time to talk, just because we have a lot of people in the class right now. So, and Andre, thanks, Alex.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll have time in another class someday to talk about it even more. So, Andre, what would you like to talk about?
I'm gonna talk about healthy life and sports and have a good fit.
Okay.
Because I'm really into bicycling.
Oh.
About 4 or 5 years. And unfortunately, when I bought bicycle, it was stolen.
Oh no.
Yes, it was stolen. I was really upset about that. I was really sad. Almost I crying about that.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It's terrible. But I have to take my bicycle from my brother. My brother had a bicycle, and I take it from him.
Yeah.
And, Actually I prefer to get to my job by bicycle.
Nice. Do you have a
Every
bike
day.
like this? Is it like a road bike or a mountain bike?
No, it's no. I have another type of bicycle for about mountain bike.
Oh, okay.
Kind of mountain bike. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's and I'm usually I ride on my bicycle about 30 kilometers a day.
Wow.
15,
Okay.
15 to work and 15 to get to home.
Okay.
It's and in the summertime it's quite convenience because of good weather. Most of time getting riding by bicycle, but and recently we have an autumn time. It's much colder and rainy. And a few days ago, and at the morning it was rainy weather, and as usual I decided to go to work and by bicycle, but during that way the job I became extremely wet, and everyone in my work was very confused because of my appearance.
Yeah.
look like that I jumped to a pool. With water, and
in the puddle,
yeah, I was totally wet. And after that, and my chief,
your boss,
my chief, my boss, he saw me and he said, "What happened with you?" And I explained explained him what happened, and he said that he wants to give me a gift.
A
gift?
Give
me a gift.
Yeah.
Yes. He wants to what I gonna go to job in winter time.
Yeah. What are you going to use? How?
And I said that I want to have a winter bike.
Yeah. No tires.
And he said that he gonna buy me that winter bike. Yeah. He said that that I should find a link in the internet and give him
give it to him. Yeah.
Yeah, give it to him. But I find a link, but it's winter bike was for mountain skiing with sky.
Yeah.
With sky instead tires. Skies instead tires.
Instead tires. Yeah.
Yeah. But then we decided that it would be better if he buy for me winter tires.
Winter tires, yeah.
Winter tires with iron ships.
Oh, wow, nice.
Iron ships, and also he bought for me clothes for
winter. Winter clothes, that's good.
Winter clothes, yes.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm he gave me a money.
Yeah.
Money
that's
for
great.
that, and I already take that things. I already bought.
You bought them.
I already
you
bought them. Yes, I already bought them, and I really enjoyed about that.
Wow, awesome. Okay, that's a great story. Okay, Claudio, let's keep going because we are going to run out of time. So let's just keep going. I want everybody to have a turn. What do you want to share, Claudio?
Okay, Lisa. I'm gonna try to share an idea that I heard listening in a TED speeches
Okay.
about philosophy. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of sport to share. I already shared a lot of these experiences in English, so I'd like to try to share some idea that is very difficult to express even in my own language.
Sounds good.
So another day I heard a philosophy master saying about the memetics. Memetics is a new idea that means they believe that nowadays or whenever in our society, there are a lot of viruses, like bioviruses, but this viruses is just about ideas. They believe that ideas can be sprayed around the society like viruses. The best example to explain it is like ants. When we are in the grass, we can see an ants walking to the grass, and some ants can change the direction, can change a direction to left, and we can see that some of the other ants will follow the first ant without think about why they are doing
what they're doing and why.
So it's a kind of mimetic idea. Yes, this guy said about it. And
dangerous memes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And like and so what I mean is that if I had an idea like in a way of it can be in a behavior, it can be in a clothes that I wear, or even some political ideas, and I can spray these ideas without without feeling, without even want to spray my idea. And my behavior can be sprayed in the society by talking, by visual sites, by another, not just talking or saying or telling, but my own behavior can express my idea. That this idea can be sprayed in all society, or my class, or my school, or my city, or my country, and without people notice that they are behave just copying each other. I don't know. It's quite difficult to express.
Yeah, they're copying each other, doing the same thing. Yeah.
Doing the same thing and thinking. They start to do the same thing, but actually they are think that these actions are are themselves. They think that these actions are themselves, but it is not them, because it's just an idea that want to be sprayed by internet. That's it. And this philosopher, it's specific, and he said that it can be dangerous because some wrong idea can be sprayed in all society, and the society can start to act in a wrong way, in a wrong target, into a wrong target, just because anyone can, no one, and say, oh, we have to think about what we are doing. So he explained with a lot of examples in our history that and nowadays as well.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting because another philosopher said that it can be used to figure out three trends by the internet. It can be used not just in a dangerous thing, but we can use it to predict and how the behavior, the societal and future trends. It is very interesting because just seeing my friend, seeing that my friend start to use a color watch, and like a color watch. But another day I can say that another friend is using a color watch, so I can predict that a new trend and a future new trend and can be starting maybe 2 or 3 months before this huge trend start. But I have to select the specific friends, the specific people, because they have to be at the middle of the society. They have to be influenced. They have to have influence into their groups. It's very difficult to me.
Yeah, it's very.
But I think
I think you're doing a good job of explaining it. It's an interesting idea, and it's definitely something with technology that it's happening more and more. How easy it can spread, and it's not always a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, the problem with this is everybody's coming up with so many interesting things. I could ask you a lot of questions, but I want to make sure everybody has a chance to talk. So let's go on to Ismael, and just thanks, Claudio. And if anybody has a question, maybe you could ask it in the chat so that we can keep.
Just a question, teacher.
Yeah, Claudio. Sure.
And you could understand me clear when I said my way to explain. You understand?
Yeah, I was understanding. Once I understood that you were talking about the memes, I didn't understand memetics at first. That was something I wasn't familiar. I'm familiar with the word meme, so then I started understanding what you were saying better. Yeah, and then when I saw what he was saying, then I could understand too. But you did a good job.
Okay, thank you, teacher. It's very good exercise to express.
Yeah, it is. It is, and you know, this is kind of a big idea too, and you didn't have a lot of time because I could ask you some questions and we could have a little discussion, but for now we're just going to have to leave it at that. But you gave some good examples of what he was saying about the ants and stuff, so that helped explain the idea. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Good.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that one. All right, Ismael, your turn. What do you want to tell us about?
Lisa, I want to talk about my village. Could you help me, Lisa? I sent the link. Maybe you can open the picture and share with the class.
Yep.
I grew up in a fishing village named Apollonia. It is located on a peninsula in the Ulaanbaatar Lake. It is ancient settling. Many ancient civilization lived here for 1,000 years. The village was surrounded with historical wall. Maybe they wanted to defend the settling against enemy attacks from the lake. There are many ancient building like amphitheater, church, ancient villas on the lakeside, and this village is a destination for photographers all around our country. Many people are coming to my village to take some photographs, especially at sunrise and sunset.
Yeah.
There are many fish that are living in the lake, like carpon, catfish, pike. There are some restaurants around the village, and the most beautiful one, restaurant on the side of the lake. There is a big chinar tree there. You can sit under the shadow of the giant tree, and
wow.
Yes, Lisa, you can see the beautiful lake. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is the giant chinar tree. There are many tables under the tree.
Yeah.
You can eat your fresh fish, which was caught from the lake, and you drink something and look to beautiful lake.
Wow.
Skiing. There are many lake fish who are flying on the lake. Pelicans, seagulls, wild ducks, geese, and so on.
How many people live in this area now?
About 2,000 people are living now in the village.
In the village, small village, yeah.
Yes, because there is not enough place.
Mm-hmm.
We are on a peninsula, and actually
not enough work maybe too.
Yes, these young people goes to city, goes to Bursa,
yeah,
with more better opportunity on working and school education opportunity, health opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, it's a nice place. At least you got to grow up there. It's beautiful.
Yes, yes, Lisa.
Yeah. Thank you, Ismail. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like hearing about your village. I always like to hear that. Juanma, what would you like to share?
Okay, I'm going to talk about the weather.
Okay.
Because I think all of you live in the, I don't know how do you say, hemisphere? North hemisphere?
Northern hemisphere, yes.
Okay, because in the North hemisphere it's autumn at the moment.
Yeah.
Where I live in Alicante, always is warm, or usually is warm, you know?
Yeah.
And people think that it's a good weather, but I don't think so, because, for example, I wanna see snow. Here, where I live, never snows.
You want to see the snow.
Okay, but here where I live is impossible, because we are on the same, how do you say, the sea is, we are not high, you know?
You're on the sea level. You are at sea level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the sea level.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult. And in the mountain, as you can see, if you see Elda in the left of the
yeah,
and you can see a green mountain.
Yeah.
Sometimes snows there.
Oh, right here. Okay.
And it's about 40 kilometers from where from Alicante.
Mm-hmm.
But it only snows two times a year.
Mm.
And when people see the mountain white,
yeah,
all the people go to see the mountain. it's a party, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm boring of sunny time,
You're
sunny
bored.
weather.
You're bored of the sun.
Yeah, yeah, because it's always the same.
Yeah. You want.
Oh,
You
you
want.
can.
You want more variety.
Okay, okay. My sister is living in London at the moment,
Oh, uh-huh.
and she tell me, uh, you are a lucky person
Yeah.
because
Compared.
here in London it's always raining, always cloudy, and it's boring. You can do things like walk by the beach or cycling or playing sports or other things.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? What you have is you have the grass. The grass is always greener on the other side. Syndrome.
Here we never see the grass because the same color is brown. All is brown.
Brown, yeah. But it's an expression that means we always want what we don't have.
Ah, okay, I know.
Yeah.
And Lisa, where are you from? Sorry.
I'm originally from California, but I live in Port Townsend, Washington. So
Okay.
I live in Washington State. So it's very green where I live. It's a small town. So this is what it looks like here.
Oh, nice, nice place.
Yeah. Yeah. We do get some rain and a little bit of snow now and then, but we didn't get any last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Juanma. Let's go to...
You're welcome.
That's great. Harold and then Victor. We can go over a little bit of time, too, if people want to stay. If you can't stay, that's okay. Well, we'll finish up. Harold. Harold, you want to share something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you about my trip to United States.
Where did you go?
Yeah, how?
Where?
I traveled to Las Vegas and New
Oh.
York 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. Tell us.
So, well, I'm going to tell you the funny thing that happened.
Okay.
When I traveled there, I didn't speak enough English.
Uh-huh.
So we were visiting an aunt, so she was the only person who speaks English.
Okay.
Well, and the worst thing was that we were in a mall, so I got lost and I didn't speak English.
Yeah.
So it was terrible for me because how I can find them.
Yeah.
So I was lucky that day because I had her number phone, so I called her.
Oh, good.
She came for me.
Yeah.
Fortunately. So that was a funny and a terrible story for me.
Funny and scary, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was scary.
Was that in Las Vegas or New York?
It was in New York.
Ah, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big, huge city, so that can be scary for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Wow.
if you don't speak English, how you're gonna solve the problem?
Yeah, yeah. Well, luckily you had a cell phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a cell phone, so I called her. She came for me. In fact, I cried. It was very funny because in a big place like that.
Yeah, that could be really frightening.
Yeah, and I was 12 years.
Oh, wow. You are only 12 years old.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it was for me. It was difficult.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it worked out for you.
Yeah.
Harold, where are you from?
Well, I'm from Colombia.
Oh, yeah. Okay, from Colombia. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I hope visit the United States again, but speaking in English.
Now that you speak English, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I will travel there. I hope the next year.
Oh, wow, great. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that story. Victor, what would you like to share?
Oh, Lisa, I want to be short.
Okay.
Because it's out of time.
Yeah, we ran out of time.
Yes, and I want to show about the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Which I lived, and I have now I have a pretty heavy period of my life. It's, sometimes we have sometimes like I have now. When we sometimes building something like I do now.
Right. Working a lot.
Yes, or build some house or flat or some heavy process which needs to focus on, and you can't do something else. You should focus it on, and even in my vacation, I spend it in that process.
Oh wow!
Yes, but now I have a lot of experience, and I know now how to do it in a more light way, in more better way.
Yeah.
I have a lot of practice because I noticed, I expected that it's too heavy do something in the first time, but then it's better, it's light. But when you take in the first that experience, it's a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, and one small question.
Yeah, sure.
Is it good to drink coffee afternoon? Because I really want to drink coffee only in the morning. It's too tasty in the morning. But then I just drink it, and I don't know. It's just my addiction, or
your addiction. I don't know.
Or it's not addiction. It's like your bad. I don't know how to say it in English. It's your bad.
Bad habit.
Bad habit or fall when we have something like. Property, but bad property. But quality and false.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that much. I don't drink coffee at all, but I think it depends on each person. Each person has their own health and their own, tolerances and how things affect them. So I don't really know. You have to see how it works for you. Some people can drink coffee in the afternoon and not be awake late at night, and some people have a hard time falling asleep if they drink coffee too late in the afternoon. But I think everybody's different. Yeah.
Like property, but bad property.
Okay, Victor. So I don't know. Does anybody want to tell Victor if he should drink coffee in the afternoon or not?
But because I did it
today, and how did it work?
I'm not sure that I will sleep.
Well, that might be your answer right there. You answered your own question.
Yes, but I think it's better to.
Maybe you can go do some running around, exercising, and then you'll be more tired. Okay, guys, thank you.
Now, I tried. I'm gonna drink some coffee.
Okay. Okay. Let us know how it goes. Okay, guys, I don't know what happened to my camera. It's turned off, but. Thanks for coming and talking. You guys gave some really interesting stories. Thanks for sharing all of that. It's really fun for me to hear you. And you did great with the English, so great job. Thanks.
Okay,
Take care.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good rest of your day.